shall soon dissolve like snow. The sun forbear to shine, but God who called me here below will be forever mine, will be forever mine. You are forever mine. The splendor of the King, clothed in majesty, let all the earth rejoice, all the earth rejoice. He wraps himself in light, and darkness tries to hide, and trembles at his voice, and trembles at his voice. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? And all will see how great is our God. And age to age he stands, and time is in his hands, beginning and the end, beginning and the end. The Godhead, three in one, Father, Spirit, Son, the Lion and the Lamb, the Lion and the Lamb. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? And all will see how great is our God. The name above all names, worthy of all praise. My heart will sing, how great is our God. And you're the name above all names, and you are worthy of all praise. And my heart will sing, how great is our God. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? And all will see how great is our God. And how great is our God? And how great is our God? And how great is our God? And
feeling is laid back. Palm tree road, rent so low, don't you know? But I keep working my way back. But I'm a Jamaican boy, you born and raised. Nowadays I'm lost between two shores. LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York is home, but it ain't mine no more. I am myself to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair.
Holy, 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 holy Lord God Almighty.
Story is the same one.
It is indeed another Holy Thursday. Good evening to you and you and you. Good evening to everyone tuning in. How are you doing this evening? It's a blessed evening. Yeah. Another Thursday.
And I'm a man.
Another Thursday, and we're here, the Holy Thursday edition. How's everybody doing? How is it going in your neck of the woods? How is everybody doing? I am doing fine. I'm doing fantastic. I am alive. I'm well. Live to see another day, and I have to give God thanks and praise for that. Not sure? Yes, man. It is the Chris Wilby Show, the international show with lots and lots of Jamaican vibes. Your Jamaican boy is in the house. Your boy from St. Thomas is in the house. They say the wise men coming from the east. And I miss it, so them say the wise men coming from the east, and so here I am. Yes. My name is Chris Wilby. I'm gonna be with you for the next couple of hours. The show. It is called the Chris Wilby Show. We have the hot topic coming up shortly, and yes, you see right there on your screen. Those of you watching on YouTube and Facebook Live, you see on your screen where the question is being asked. Yeah, is there a reasonable expectation of privacy outside one's residence? Can a neighbor demand that a camera installed on one's own property not be directed at their house? I'd love to hear what is your take on this one here. I shared it. I don't know if everybody got it, but I'm gonna share it with you. I did share it on my Instagram page, I think. This week has been one of those weeks, just busy. So yeah, I did share it on my Instagram page, and don't know if everybody got it, but we are here, and I want to hear your take on this matter here. I have a video that I'm going to play for you of a woman being confronted by her neighbor. And the neighbor was upset because the woman had a camera installed on her house. It was on her own property, on her house, and it was pointing at the neighbor's house. The neighbor said that the camera was in her backyard, but it was pointing to his backyard, and he had children. So this is a tricky one. I would love to hear from you, what you think about the situation. And what if how would you feel, and is there anything that can legally be done, because the camera is on your property? If the camera is on your property and you are trying to protect your property, can the neighbor just come over and say, hey, listen, I don't like how you're pointing your camera, you're pointing it in my backyard, and I need you to shift the camera a little bit? Yeah, that is the gist of the hot topic for this evening. So I don't know if can it go so? Can it go like that? I don't know. But it's Holy Thursday, and we are going to be playing lots and lots of gospel music this evening. And I am just going to be playing a bunch of clips from what's going on and reading some news articles from what's going on in the world today. If you want to call me, the number is 774. Oh boy, I'm going back to that number. The number is 508 762 7621. 508 762 7621. Remember, I told you I'm retiring the 774 number. So it's 508 762 7621. Let's get the show on the road.
Let me welcome Sister Pearce. Give it up for her, Sister Pearce. Come on.
Has God been good to you? If God has been good to you, let me hear you shout hallelujah. Oh, and I've got somebody with me to share my heavy load. I feel His presence near me every day. No trouble overtakes me along life's weary road. Said I've got somebody with me all the way. Said I've got somebody with me to share my heavy load. I feel His presence near me every day. No trouble overtakes me along life's weary road. Said I've got somebody with me all the way.
Starting off the show with Kisa Peart.
I've got somebody with me to share my heavy.
Got somebody with me.
I feel His presence near me every day.
The holy week.
Overtakes me.
Well, say good evening to you, Sister Pat. How are you doing? How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you.
With me.
Sister Yvette, good to see you. How are you?
God is able. He's able. I know He's able. I know my
Lady D. Denise Gomez, how are you?
carry me through. Oh, thank you, Jesus. God is able. He's
Sister Odette, how are you?
I know He's
Good to see you. Good to see you.
know my Lord.
Hey, Sister Odette, I'd love to hear your take on the matter,
Is what He
What is your take on the matter? I'm going to play that clip for you right after this song so we can get it out there so people can start thinking about it. But boy, oh boy, there's all kinds of things happening here in this country, and people are so much afraid. People are afraid, I tell you. Donald Trump ain't joking,
My Lord is able to carry me through.
But when we did that talk before the election, and never did I listen to it, enough I did that tell enough of the Jamaicans, because enough Jamaicans vote for him, Yes, sir. Enough I want to vote for him. I know some I want to really sorry. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, the good have to suffer with the bad, not true?
In this world,
No vote and put back this man in a power, and this man a create all kind of chaos. I'm not lucky.
I have no friend like you. Heaven is not my home. Then Lord, what I do? The angels back on me. From heaven's open door. And I can't be left home in this world anymore. Oh Lord,
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get to the hot topic.
Bring it on, boy.
Cameras are everywhere. Is there a reasonable expectation of privacy outside one's residence?
If you don't
Cameras are everywhere. Is there a reasonable expectation of privacy outside one's residence?
cry,
Can your neighbor demand that a camera installed on one's own property not be directed at their house? With that said, I am going to pull up that video for you of a confrontation with a woman and her neighbor, and they had a dispute over whether or not the neighbor had the right to ask for her to lower her camera or change the direction in which the camera was pointing. Now I'm trying to load this video for you, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you on YouTube, you will see it. Those of you on the radio, I want to say good evening to Fit FM 96.7, your life, your music, and also big up to Linkage Radio. Yeah, all of the Linkage Radio massive over there. I want to say good evening to you. Welcome, everybody. Lining this up for you so that you can see it and you can hear what's going on. It is the hot topic, and this is what we are talking about this evening. Now, here is the video, ladies and gentlemen.
How you doing? I was wondering if you had a chance to talk about those cameras in the back, by the pool.
Who are you?
I'm your neighbor.
Okay.
I was wondering if we could discuss those cameras that are pointing towards our house,
They're not towards your house, they're towards my pool.
but we don't know that.
Well, I know that, and that's all that matters.
No, it does not.
Yes, it
I'm not,
does.
ma'am.
No,
I'm asking you.
What is your problem?
Well, because I have cameras too, okay, and I know
What's
the
your
range. I know the range, and we have kids up there, and there's not supposed to be any cameras in the backyard. That's your safe place. You can have cameras in the front of your house.
You have a lot of nerve telling us where to have my cameras around my
Well, because they're pointing towards my house.
You know what? You shouldn't
They're
have moved in here
what-
with kids. How about that?
What do you mean?
You're in a 55 community.
It doesn't matter, ma'am.
Did
It
you
does not matter, ma'am.
Did you forget?
It doesn't
What kind
matter.
of parent takes kids into a neighborhood like this?
What do you mean? It's not a safe neighborhood for kids? Is that what you're trying to say?
You're coming to me with your problem.
No, I'm coming because the cameras are pointing to my house that I have young kids.
You know what?
Why don't you have them on the other side pointing towards your house?
You have a lot of nerve coming here and tell me how to mount my cameras.
Yes, because they're pointing. I don't feel safe that you're pointing them towards my house.
Call the cops and see if it's illegal. I don't think so.
Ma'am,
No.
I'm trying to be friendly because we're neighbors, okay? I really am. I'm just asking if you can move them to the other side to point them to your pool, not towards my house. That's all I'm asking.
First of all, you don't even know what you're talking about.
I do know,
no,
man.
you don't.
The
They're
cameras-
pointing towards
Hello?
my pool.
Hey.
It's my business.
Hello?
One's pointing it up
Hello?
and one's pointing down.
Hello?
You got
Hello?
You got Sorry, we're not moving our cameras.
I hope you heard that it was a little bit on the lower side, right? So let me see if I can play it one more time for you with the volume elevated a little bit. See if I can. I hope you were able to hear what was going on. Let's see. Let's try this one more time.
Hi, how you doing? I was wondering if you had a chance to talk about those cameras in the back, by the pool.
Who are you?
I'm your neighbor.
Okay.
I was wondering if we could discuss those cameras that are pointing towards our house,
They're not towards your house, they're towards my pool.
but we don't know that.
Well, I know that, and that's all that matters.
No, it does not.
Yes, it
I'm
does.
not, ma'am.
No,
I'm asking
what is
you.
your problem?
Well, because I have cameras too, okay, and I know the
What's your
range. I know the range, and we have kids up there, And there's not supposed to be any cameras in the backyard. That's your safe place. You can have cameras in the front of your house.
You have a lot of nerve telling us where to have my cameras around my
Well, because they're pointing towards my house.
You know what? You shouldn't have moved in here with kids. How about that?
What do you mean?
You're in a 55 community.
It doesn't matter, ma'am. It does not matter, ma'am.
Did you forget?
It doesn't
What
matter.
kind of parent takes kids into a neighborhood like this?
What do you mean? It's not a safe neighborhood for kids? Is that what you're trying to say?
You're coming to me with your problem.
No, I'm coming because the cameras are pointing to my house that I have young kids.
You know what?
Why don't you have them on the other side pointing towards your house?
You have a lot of nerve coming here to tell me how to mount my cameras.
Yes, because they're pointing. I don't feel safe that you're pointing them towards my house.
Call the cops and see if it's illegal. I don't think so.
Ma'am,
No.
I'm trying to be friendly because we're neighbors, okay? I really am. I'm just asking if you can move them to the other side to point them to your pool, not towards my house. That's all I'm asking.
First of all, you don't even know what you're talking about.
I do know,
No,
man.
you don't.
The cameras.
Hello? Hey.
My business.
Hello?
One's pointing it up.
Hello?
And one's pointing down.
So there you have it, pretty much. I hope you were able to hear it more clearly. So, what's your take? What is your take on the matter? Because the man came over. So what you're seeing there is a doorbell camera. So he was caught on a doorbell or a security camera. I don't know if it's doorbell or whatever, but he was caught on a security camera and they're replaying it for us. He came over and he was on these people's property. He was on their porch because he observed that there was a camera on the house, the back of the house, but it was pointing in his direction. Now he wanted to find out if the lady could turn the camera away. What would you have done? And does this man have any authority to go and ask his neighbor to switch their cameras around? Essentially, turn the camera from the angle because it is pointing, according to him, in his backyard and he has young children. What is your take? 508-762-7621. What's your take on this matter? Why tell you? I don't know. This one here is interesting. I suspect that there is the legal aspect to it, and then there is the moral aspect to it. What is your take on the matter? 774. Oh boy, I'm not going to stop saying that 774 number. It is riveted in my brain. It is 508-762-7621.
I cannot bear these burdens alone. In my distress, He promised to help me. He ever loved and cared for His own. And didn't try, need a great Savior, one who can help my burdens to bear. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Be all my cares.
Caribbean Vibes Radio, number one. Keep it locked.
I must Jesus alone.
So y'all remember when the election was going on, and a lot of us, I see some Jamaicans, even some Jamaican journalists, won't call any name, but I noticed some Jamaican journalists, work at some prominent news outlet in Jamaica. Matter of fact, there was one such journalist at one of the more prominent news outlet in Jamaica, where she was very vocal about Kamala Harris, as if she wanted Donald Trump to win. Never really come out right and say it, but we're not fool. We can read between the lines and we understand when people talking. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the chaos that is in the world today is as a result of some Jamaicans who helped some Jamaicans living in the United States. And some of them live in Jamaica who encourage their people living in the United States to vote a certain way. Now listen to this headline here. U.S. Supreme Court to hear Trump birthright citizenship case next month. The U.S. Supreme Court announced Thursday it would hear arguments next month on President Donald Trump's push to end birthright citizenship, a principle enshrined in the Constitution for over 150 years. The Trump administration had filed an emergency application asking the justices to lift or limit lower court rulings that paused an executive order he signed on his first day in office. Under that order, which was due to take effect February 19, children born to parents in the United States illegally or on temporary visas would not automatically become U.S. citizens, radically altering the interpretation of the Constitution's 14th Amendment. Offering no commentary on the case, the court said it would hear oral arguments on May 15 while leaving the halts in place. When asked about the development Thursday, Trump said he was so happy. I think the case has been so misunderstood. That case, birthright citizenship, is about slavery, he told reporters in the Oval Office. The 14th Amendment was one of several amendments enacted in the wake of the Civil War to guarantee rights to formerly enslaved people, and says, in part, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States. Trump's order was premised on the idea that anyone in the United States illegally or on a visa was not subject to the jurisdiction of the country and therefore excluded from this category. The Supreme Court, in a landmark 1898 case, previously rejected such a narrow definition. District Judge John Kaufner, who heard one of the cases challenging the action in Washington state, described the executive order as blatantly unconstitutional. So, there's more, There is a lot more coming down. But, hey,
God is our
this is what we voted for, right? This is what America voted for. So,
Therefore,
No
we
mind to
will not fear.
criticize.
Though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. Selah.
Still, though I'm bruised in the battle, I stand still and continue to fight. Oh, still, though my burdens are heavy, I stand still, 'cause I know who holds my life. So I'm asking you, Father, keep me closer, keep me safe in this perilous time. Yes, I'm asking you, Father, please protect me. Let my will be lost in thine. Still, though my trials get harder, I stand still, 'cause I have faith in God. Oh, yes, still, though I feel like I'm falling, in spite I stand still, and I push on and on. So I'm asking you, Father, keep me closer, keep me safe in this perilous time. Yes, I'm asking you, Father, please protect me. Let my will be lost in thine.
No mind is so dull that it cannot be made brilliant. Whatever we need, if we just trust God, He will supply it. If anything is causing worry or anxiety, let us stop rehearsing the difficulty and trust God for healing, love, and power. Prayer is the answer to every problem in life. It puts us in tune with divine wisdom, which knows how to adjust everything perfectly. So often we do not pray in certain situations, but God is always there for us.
So I'm asking you, Father, keep me closer, keep me safe in this perilous time. Yes, I'm asking you, Father, please protect me.
Let's say good evening to Sister Andrea. How are you, Sister Andrea? So we're discussing the hot topic. I would love to hear from you. The number to call is 508-762-7621. We're discussing the hot topic because we know that cameras are everywhere these days, right? However, people are still expecting privacy. And even in your own home, in your own yard, you're expecting some privacy. So I'm asking the question. This man here, I played the video where the man came over from, so those of you who are just tuning in, just joining, if you did not hear, if you did not see the video, I'm going to try to play it one more time. The man came over to his neighbor because he observed that there was there were cameras on his neighbor's building, and according to him, the cameras were mounted in the backyard and they were pointing in his backyard. And he's saying, hey, listen, I want some privacy because I have kids in my backyard. So I need you to shift the camera. Is that even something that he should have approached his neighbors about? Because was the neighbor doing anything illegal? That is the first thing that I want to find out. Let me hear what this caller is saying.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
This topic is an interesting topic. I'm calling out of Cape Cod.
Mm-hmm.
So this gentleman go to talk to his neighbor about the cameras. I think he's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Leave all his way to go to her house to tell her that the cameras are pointed towards his house. I mean, you put up cameras, it's gonna point, looks like it's pointed towards your house. But you gotta put your camera, you can't turn it down. Yeah, you can turn it down, but what are you gonna see? Are you gonna see the all the view around the pool or what's going on? So it has to set that to an angle where you can see what's going on around the pool and beyond the pool. So with him leaving all his way and coming to say, oh, the camera is pointing towards his house and he has kids, that has nothing to do with it. You want privacy, you go into your house and have your privacy. I mean, having going to the pool, I mean, what's the problem? What's the problem if he even point towards his house and if he it's and right away he's thinking that she's watching him and his privacy is invaded. It's totally wrong. It's wrong for him to come tell her how she should position her camera and what she should do or what she shouldn't do. He has no right. How would he like if she came over to his house and say, sir, your cameras are pointing towards my house? I don't think he would like that, but obviously he seems like a bully in the neighborhood. So he comes over to think he can bully her and then talking about he wants to be friend or he's a friendly neighbor. I don't think you're a friendly neighbor. You're a pain in the butt neighbor. And you don't mind your own business because to show you that he's watching her house to see that she has camera pointing to his house, it's wrong.
Mm.
Like, go and live in the country areas if you don't want other people to have their camera up shining or pointing towards their backyard. So you don't want anybody, you have your camera, so where is his camera pointing?
So good
Like, come
question.
on, you gotta live amongst people and learn to live around people. And you're gonna get where people do stuff and you don't have to accept it. If you don't wanna you go into your house or you know, I just feel like he needs to mind his own business. That's my stance on that.
All right.
How dare him come and tell her how to set her camera? It's crazy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you, thank you, thank you,
evening.
thank you very much for that. No, here's the what's your take? What's your take? 508-762-7621. Anybody else? You can WhatsApp the message to me right there, 508-762-7621. Or you can call me direct, 508-762-7621. Call me direct, or you can send a WhatsApp message. And I'll either play it, read it, or we have a chat. It's a very interesting topic because what's happening, nowadays we have cameras everywhere. And I often say to people that once you step outside of your house, even if you're in your own yard, you have to operate as if you are on camera. Because what you're going to do, I mean, if every neighbor start to adjust their, I'm not saying that it is hello, good evening, you are live on the radio.
And Chris,
Good evening, how are you, madam?
I am truly blessed. And about you?
I am fantastic. I am blessed and highly favored.
Amen. Amen. Okay. Well, my 2 cents on the whole matter on a moral and an ethical standard.
Mm,
Now, ethically wise, I don't think that neighbor have the right to go over to his neighbor to confront her about the camera. People have gotten killed going over to other neighbors' interfering and interrupting, in their affairs.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, he should have left it alone and acquire an attorney who will give him some legal advice. But you don't go over to your neighbor and tell your neighbor how they should set up the camera or whatever. The
Mm-hmm.
reason why one put up the camera is for safety.
Yes,
The
yes.
lady says she has children and she's looking if any intruder comes on from the angle of which the camera is turned, she's able to see who is actually coming on her property. Not
Yes,
that
yes.
she's necessarily spying on him.
Yeah, yeah,
And
nobody's
she
spying
has
on
a
anybody.
pool.
Mm-hmm.
So if she has a pool, she will be able to look on her camera to see what is going on in or around the pool.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe he has taken it a step too far. He should have gone and gotten some legal advice. And from a moral standpoint of view, everybody wants to be safe. Everybody wants to see what's going on around them. Because truth and in fact, let the truth be told, in a lot of incidents we see where the cameras have been able to alert the authorities. They
Yeah,
have been able to
and
solve some
yep, save
cases.
lives too.
So and it save lives.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, it's important to have your camera. That's what you're paying your money for. You want to get what is actually due to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I would really suggest that that man go and get some legal advice, and I'm sure he will be told that you were wrong to go and approach your neighbor. What if that lady had decided to cry out that he come over there to rape her?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
she said she didn't know who he was. He's
Yeah.
identifying himself as her neighbor. She
Mm-hmm.
doesn't know who he is. So
A
of
good thing
course
about
now
it is that the camera, because it's her camera that recorded the entire incident that we are playing, that, and she
right,
uploaded it to social media, So there
absolutely,
again, the camera plays a very important role because
of
what it is
course,
doing, it is showing exactly what happened, So the
absolutely.
camera cannot lie,
No,
you
no.
know.
And who knows? He probably got very upset by, rightfully so, because the camera identify him who he is and the conversation that was conducted. And I don't think he really liked the fact that the camera got him. He's on candid camera. I
Hmm.
don't think he liked it. No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
So,
I have cameras on
uh-huh.
my house, and
Mm-hmm.
I am able to, if I pull up, I'm not spying on my neighbor. I didn't put my
Mm-hmm.
camera on my house to spy on my neighbor. I put
Mm-hmm.
it on there
Mm-hmm.
to see who is coming
For
and who
safety.
is
For
going
safety.
on
Yes.
my property. However, my camera, one of the cameras can point all the way down to the road to see the cars
Oh,
driving on the street. As
okay.
long as you enter
Yes.
onto the street that I live on, my camera
Mm-hmm.
is going to pick you up. The other camera, it at my front door, it points directly across the street, and if I pull it up, I can zoom in and see my neighbor's house and my neighbor's yard. Am I
Mm-hmm.
intruding on my neighbor? Absolutely
No,
not. The camera is there, but this is how the camera is built. It is built with
of
a wide
course.
lens. Now, if my neighbor come over and tell me that, hey Chris, listen, I notice you have a camera, can you not point it at my house? I would probably tell him to get the heck off my property.
All right now,
Because if
he
he has a
himself could be
camera,
an intruder.
exact, if he
He
has a
himself could
camera,
be an intruder.
I honestly do not care who is seeing me coming and who is seeing me going. I am not, as long as I step outside of my house, the four corners of my house or the four walls of my house, I have to assume that I am being video and audio recorded. And that is the society that we live in today.
Yes.
Whether we want to say unfortunately or fortunately, it is just what it is. So I understand some people are uncomfortable being on camera, but it is what it is. It's the world we live in. We just have to suck it up. That's my take on the matter.
Absolutely. And I can give you an experience. One of my sisters who live in the Bronx, she has a Ring camera. And one evening she said she heard this loud thump. And when she decided to look outside, it was a hit and run. This car hit the man, and the man was laying in the street for dead. Luckily, when the police came, they were scouting out the area, requesting anybody who have a Ring camera if they pick up anything. Right. Sure enough, her camera picked up what had happened because it happened right in front of her home. So you see the importance, you know.
Exactly.
So people have to be mindful. Yes, you know, don't think that everybody is really out to hurt you. Sometimes you could save a life. You know.
All right, Sister Pat, thank you for the call. Appreciate it as usual.
You're welcome, sure.
All
Okay,
right.
bye-bye.
So the caller, the person who was calling, you can call back. So here's what's happening now. I'm gonna ask you to listen to the show, and while I have a call on the line, if you could just be a little bit patient and wait until the line is free, and then you can call. I can only accommodate one call at a time right now. So please, if you could just listen. And so the caller, the person who was calling, you can call back 508-762-7621. But I couldn't answer that call. I couldn't pick up. So yeah. 508-762-7621. So yeah, that's the whole thing about the privacy. You have people who are demanding privacy. In today's day and age, you know, there is no expectation of privacy outside. This is my opinion still. I think no law. I'm going to have to check if there's a law. Yeah? Is there a law? Anybody can tell me, is there a law? That said the man would come over our house and tell her to move the camera. Any lawyer in the house? As we continue with the Good Friday, the Holy Thursday edition.
I cannot bear these burdens alone. In my distress.
Sister Camille, good evening to you. So she's driving home this evening. She's just listening in, not you? What's your take on the matter?
Cares for his own.
Listeners, George Knox, I must tell Jesus.
Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I cannot be. I must tell Jesus. My burdens alone. Burdens alone. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus can help me. Only Jesus alone. I must tell Jesus all of my troubles. He is a kind and compassionate friend. If I ask him, he will deliver. Make all my troubles quickly and hand. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I cannot be.
Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button, alright? Hit that thumbs up button.
I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Jesus can help.
Sister Camille says her husband refused to put up one on her garage for this same reason. Wow. She said her husband refused to put up one on the garage for the same reason. Very, very considerate gentleman, that is. He's a very considerate gentleman.
I must tell Jesus.
I wonder if the neighbor is as considerate as he is. I wonder if the neighbor is thinking, hey, I'm not gonna put up any camera because it's gonna shine, or it's gonna focus on the neighbor's house. I don't know. I can't live my life like that, unfortunately. In these day and age, you have to protect your own,
My burdens alone. I must tell Jesus.
Esther George Knox, I must tell Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to. All kinds of things going on. Yeah, my brain is kind of, all over the place this evening. But all kinds of things going on, you see. But there's one thing I want to encourage you all. Know that you are special. I want you to understand that. I want everybody who's listening in to me know that you are special and you belong in this world. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, or don't let anybody try to belittle you and let you feel as if you do not belong in this world. You were created for a reason. You're created to be here in this world. And God made this world, He made this earth, and He created all human beings. Some of us are tall, some of us are short, some of us are fat, some slim, some have big bottom, some don't have none, some are brown, some are black, some are white, some are Indians. And He created this world so that all of us could exist. He did not create any race to be superior over any other race. He created the human race. So I don't want anybody to feel as if they are less than. And you know why I'm saying this today? Oh, I don't know if all of you are listening to me. Some of you might know. And you might know that in my day job, I work with ladders and tools and all kind of stuff, right? Now this morning when I went to work, I don't know why it came to me. I went to the back of the building to begin my chores. And yesterday when we were leaving, we had stacked up the ladders in the back of the building. And I went and then, just started to unpack the ladders to begin the day's work. And immediately, I kid you not, immediately, it's like something just pointed out to me how many different ladders there were. We had a giant, what we call, I don't know if for some of you would know what we call the giant ladder, where you can fold it and you can, put it in different shapes and different heights and whatever. We had one of that. We had a 2-footer. We had a 6-footer. We had a 24. We had a 32. We had an 8-footer. And there were different ladders. And immediately, I just looked at it and it's like a voice said to me, all of these ladders are important. All of them have different functions for different aspects of the job. There are some areas where the 24-footer just not going to fit and it just won't work. There are some areas where the 2-footer just can't work. There are some areas where the 6-footer just won't work. There are some areas where the giant is perfect because you can fold it and you can turn it into a stepladder. And you can readjust it to the height that you really want. And the voice said to me, all of these ladders are important, just as how everybody on the face of the earth is important. And we are all here for our different functions.